Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good. It's another one of those Thursdays where I think it's Friday.
We wish it was Friday. Yeah, well, because it's been this week has gone by real fast.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I've only been here for 2 days. This is my Wednesday,
there you go.
which is just even more confusing.
We've got a lot of stuff coming up too. So we've got Knit in
Mhm.
Public Day on Saturday, and then we're going to be vending at the Ottawa Knitting Guild's like vendor night. That's at it's at I think it's Woodruff United on Woodruff Avenue, like just south of Byron. That's on Monday night. So if you are a Knitting Guild person, please come down and see us. I have no idea what we're going to bring. Not a clue. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what ends up in the truck.
It'll be a surprise.
Yeah, we'll see what ends up in my van. I'll have to take all the moving stuff of my dad's out of the back of my van first.
Well, you could bring some of our new
We could bring some of these.
super cute project bags with
Aren't
a
they
little
great?
Carry
Carry your
straw.
projects in there. And they have a couple different compartments, I think.
Yeah, they also open up so much.
They do. And look, they've got little handles here. Ooh. They open up really wide. And then they've got little slip pockets on all sides of them. And a little zippered pocket on the inside. So you can keep secure little things so they won't. That is very thoughtfully designed. That is very handy. And yeah, it'll just go on your wrist really easy. So you can walk and knit, or it can like hang off the back of a chair or whatever. Yeah. And then we've got the bigger one. I like this one too.
Yeah, and these are the same purpose.
Yeah, same. Yeah. Yeah. You know what else this would work really well as? So you can get like big carabiners and you could like hang this off of your stroller. I think that would be a really good like little stroller caddy. Because again, it's got these little slip pockets inside and little zippered pockets.
Yeah.
And if it got dirty, you just rinse it out. So
it's
pretty handy.
Fun, cute colors.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've got, what is this? Clementine? What is this called? I forgot.
Sunset.
Sunset.
And Ocean.
Sunset and Ocean. Yeah, Sunset and Ocean. And then this one, we are actually going to give away for free on Knit in Public Day with purchases of $100 or more of yarn.
So that's not hard.
No, that's not hard at all. So we've only got 10 of them too. So the first 10 purchases of more than $100 of yarn gets that. Plus, of course, an ice cream cone. Yeah, and then we're going to have a couple promotions.
Oh, that's great. Even I don't know how I just noticed this, but it's a ball of yarn for the top.
It's a ball of yarn, and it says bag of UFOs.
Mine are all in a bin.
Bag of unfinished objects. Yeah. I think we all have a bag or a bin.
Or bins.
Or a crate or a pile. Yes.
Yeah.
I have a few things in a pile that I need to unknit.
Okay.
That like finished sweaters that I need to completely pull apart and redo because one of them is just way too big. Like it came out how big I intended it to, but now that I'm wearing it, like it's just way too big. And then another one, I think the neck just came out too tight.
Okay, yeah.
Not tighter than the pattern intended, but tighter than I want, that I'm comfortable wearing. So I need to like redo it. And then another one is I knit it in linen. It's like a linen ranunculus. And it just relaxes so much through the day, like it grows so much through the day that I'm going to knit it in smaller needles.
Okay.
I'm just going to redo it in smaller needles. That one I have pulled out and I need to like reknit it. And it would take me probably a week to reknit it, and I haven't.
Yeah.
So who knows? We have some other fun stuff. What are these kits?
So yeah, we got a few new bag patterns in, but I also thought I'd grab a couple of kits that we've had on the floor for a while, just if you want to start bag making.
Yeah.
And you don't want to get like all the large amounts
Yeah.
of the things you're going to need, Michelle put together a couple kits.
These are leftover from our bag making subscription. So if you want a little taste of our bag making subscription, this is a good little trial. And we are going to be opening new subscriptions for this year's bag making subscription very soon. We're just putting the final touches on that. And this will be like the only time that you can sign up. So, but yeah, these were leftovers from this past year. So this is the crystal convertible. And it is a really cool bag because it can be like a shoulder bag or a backpack. And it's got these, you know, cute, cool design where the straps go down the sides like this.
Yeah.
And it is in, it's got this really nice sort of green cork and a really pretty sort of peach and green and taupe strap.
Yeah, I love the webbing in this
That's
bag.
the zipper, and then that's the interior. And then like a green canvas. So you got green, like a heavy duty green canvas, green corked fabric for the bottom, or maybe the sides. Yeah, the bottom.
I think the bottom.
Bottom. Yeah, the bottom, like right at the bottom there, and a really nice little strap, and then all of the supplies that you need, including a heavy duty needle. There you go. And thread. And then there is, I think that this is a little glue pen, a little adhesive.
Oh, those are great for when you're doing bag making, just to like baste things into place.
Yeah, so we always give a little surprise, little notion or tool that's handy for the project with the kits. And that must have been what we did for this one, because you can't pin cork.
Yeah.
Because it'll just make a hole, and then the hole will stay. And then this one is honestly like one of the coolest wallets I've ever seen.
It's really cute.
Really, really cute. And this one has this, can we pull it out? This
it's hard to see in the
faux leather. It's this crosshatch faux leather that is so chic.
Yes.
The wallet turns out so nicely. So nicely. And the way you sew it all together, it just comes together really, really nicely. Yeah. And again, you've got all the tools in there. Let's see. You've got the little notions and tools that you need, and the interfacing, and the pattern, and a little label too. There we go. And the zippers.
Yeah.
And then we have some new patterns too.
Yeah. This is I believe it's a new company for us.
Love You Sew. Yeah. No, yeah, that's a new company for us. We haven't had them before.
We got this.
I've never seen these.
Great crossbody bag. This would be a perfect like summer walking around kind of bag. If you need to bring your sunglasses, your phone, your small water bottle. It's all going to fit in that kind of bag.
And then this is called the Spring Roll Pouch. And it's like a little accessories bag, and you see the zipper goes across the edge like that, and then it opens up really wide and flat like that. With a little zippered container, little zippered pouch compartment inside. This is very cool. This would be good for like toiletries or knitting or English paper piecing. Oh, and it's got a little handle on the top and everything. Look at that. Fantastic. That's a really cool little design.
There's this really cute, a really cute tote bag. I love the two-tone one.
Yeah, that's a nice tote bag.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's got some pockets on the inside. And I want a little key fob on the inside too.
Yeah, there's a couple different, there's two views that you can make. So. Yeah.
And then this one is called the Leah Travel Bag, and it has backpack and project bag options. So you see that this one, it has a backpack, and then this one is like a shoulder bag. And it looks like it's got this little pocket that opens. It's got like an option, probably this one, that it opens flat like that. Oh yeah, see? So that opens up nice and wide, which is great for, all sorts of things. I find little open wide pockets like that. If you're using it as a project bag, it's great for rulers and things. And it's got like slip pockets. It's got a slip pocket on the side right there. Also very handy. And it is sort of a medium size. So good for like, yeah, good for a project bag.
Yeah.
Good for all sorts of things. Excellent. It even has the option to put a little like a little grommet hole in it to feed your yarn through when you're knitting. If you're trying to like manage all of your threads, all of your yarns.
All your yarns, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. So
What else new do we have? This delightful thing just came in. Look at this. Is it a pink tomato? A pink pumpkin? It's sort of pumpkin sized.
It is pumpkin sized, but it's a pink velvet pink tomato pin cushion.
It is so fantastic. I love that. That is so pretty. Look at that. That's awesome. How much are we selling that for? $12.99. How delightful. Fantastic. That reminds me, I need to get those, you know, the wool mat cleaner thing that we have. Yeah. The wool ironing mat at home is just getting covered in little bits of thread. Oh. Because I'm like ironing and trimming quilt blocks, and it's getting bad. And I also had to like pull out, I also like stitch rip a whole bunch of quilt blocks, because I realized, I did the orientation wrong for half of them. So I had to redo half of them. And that reminded me that I need a new stitch ripper. Stitch rippers get dull. You can't sharpen them because they're too tiny. So if you are struggling to stitch rip, get yourself a new stitch ripper. I have been reminded of this week and last week and the week before that, and I need to just take one home and throw out the other ones. This is super fun.
Yeah.
You want to talk about this?
Sure. This is a Ruby Star fabric that we brought in.
And a little mini collection from them.
We've got 3 different ones, and this one is their selvage print.
Yeah.
So it's all different selvages that they've used over the years.
They said that it's almost every single one.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
That they've done over the past 11 years.
The repeat is at 2 meters.
Yeah.
So if you want
every single one, order 2 meters.
Order 2 meters. It's actually 81 inches, so you get an extra.
We're just throwing in an extra inch.
Because we wouldn't want to miss out on it, and it's the easiest way to do it. So I think it's so fun. And this would actually look great as the lining.
Fantastic.
In a tote bag.
Fantastic. I saw some pictures of like samples that they did with this, and like they've got like a quilted jacket with it. They've got a couple of different like tote bags made out of it. Yeah, it looks fantastic.
Just a little close-up view.
Yeah. Yeah, super duper fun.
Yeah.
Nice. And it has its own fantastic selvage. Yes. Look at that.
That says
selvage magic.
With a little gummy bear.
Look at that. That's so fantastic. I saw somebody on a chat, like a Facebook chat, talking about how they had purchased fat quarters from a store. And they were feeling annoyed because almost every fat quarter that they got had the selvage, and they felt like they were getting less fabric because of that. But just as a little bit of education, so each side of a fabric has a selvage. It's just that typically on one side, it's printed with like identifying information from the manufacturer. It'll either have the name of the collection or the name of the designer. Sometimes it'll have little test squares of the colors that they've used in the printing. But Selvage refers to the edges of the fabric that are more tightly woven. Oftentimes they'll have some glue or a stabilizing product on it, and it has little itty bitty holes in it where the broadcloth has been attached to the machinery in order for it to be printed. But I don't know if you can see it, but on this side, you see how there's this faint like whiter edge here? So that's the selvage there. And if you actually look at your fabric at home, you'll see that it is like more densely woven right on the edge there. And that's to help stabilize it when it's being, when it's running through the machinery and being woven and printed. So this is that's the side where the design just prints right up to the edge. But this is a selvage as well. So the selvage refers to this edge of denser weaving, not this edge here where they've got these sort of more functional information printed onto the fabric. For this collection in particular, what they've done is that they've taken, Ruby Star Society has always had a habit of making this part, this functional information part of their design attractive, which is one of the reasons that people love them, right? Because it's optimizing their designs. But for most companies, and this is what they're reproducing, this is this part of the design is what they're reproducing in this fabric across here, right? But for most companies, the edge here, the selvage part of the print here is really just like technical information. But a selvage just means self edge, and it's basically just the fabric has been woven more tightly so that it doesn't unravel and so that it stabilizes it for production. So that's a little lesson on selvages. So every fat quarter has selvages, whether or not they have the design printed all the way to the edge, or if they have the selvage design on the edge of the fabric. The other pieces in this collection are, this is called icons, and it's just a whole bunch of cute little icons. So we've got sunglasses and whales and ghosties and plants and mushrooms, and there's a little cat right there.
I can see an ant.
An ant. Where's the
ant?
I
think it's on this.
On that side. There's an owl and a bat over here and a lightning bolt. And there's a pen and a candy and all sorts of fun stuff. So this is going to be really fun for like fussy cutting, or you could like cut them up and make little tiny labels for whatever you're making, right? And then this one is called Text, and it has, as you can see, letters. So you can do a really fun, again, a label. You can cut out the different letters and sew them on. You could do like a little applique stitch around them, and label your quilt or label a bag, or
make a ransom note.
Make a ransom note, absolutely. Give me my scissors back.
Oh, that's cute. Wall, like a door hanging.
Door hanging. I will cut you. All sorts of things. You do a little name tag for yourself if you're going to go to like your quilt guild or your yarn guild, or like a fun name tag for your kids. All sorts of things. So, like a little tag for your scissors. Like these are, these are my fabric scissors. These are my paper scissors. That sort of thing. So, all sorts of things. It's all sorts of fun. I think that the repeat on these two is half a yard. So it's 18 inches. So if you get half a meter, you will get the full repeat. Yeah. And if you are going to do, like, if you're needing to do like a bunch of letters, I don't exactly know how many repeated letters are in each fabric repeat, but if you've got a long bit of text that you're going to try and like cut up together, then you might need, you might want a whole meter, just depending on the message that you plan on writing. So last up, we have this canvas.
Yeah.
This is also a leftover from a bag making subscription.
I love
this. Is so gorgeous. So this is an art. These are 2 art gallery canvases. It's a really lovely heavyweight. We use this in, like I said, one of our recent bag making subscription issues. And this is what we have left over. We have about, I don't know, about 5 meters of each, something like that. Yeah, I don't think we have any kits left from this bag issue though.
There might be, but they just might not.
They're just not
be
ready yet.
Yeah,
because this is the most recent one. But yeah, gorgeous canvas for bag making, throw pillows,
tote bags,
backpacks. This guy over here.
This would look super cute.
Super cute,
especially like the two-toning. This has, I love the pinks in this.
Yes, gorgeous.
Like a hot pink at the bottom.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd
or like
cute.
hot pink
or
straps.
or like hot pink at the top, because you probably want a tougher material.
Yeah.
On the
absolutely.
bottom, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of options. I like this one too.
Yeah.
This one, I think they're both pretty directional, but I think this one's a little bit more directional than this one.
Yeah, I think that one you can get away with it.
Yes. Yes, you could.
Yeah.
So it looks like the weather's gonna be really lovely on Saturday, which is great. Last year for Knit and Public Day, it was a little rainy and cloudy, but Saturday looks like it's gonna be gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Oh, really nice weekend, actually, in general.
Yeah.
Weather-wise.
Yeah,
So-
and we've got 4 tents now. Last year we had 3. We're just adding to our collection of tents every year. So this year we have 4 tents. We'll set those up. And yeah, I hope we see lots and lots of people on Saturday. We're gonna have lots and lots of ice cream. So come and have ice cream. Have a nice day, everybody. Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.